How's it going? Welcome back to another morning here in Windrose. For today, we are remodeling the base. Now, it's going to be kind of like a two-part thing. Not sure if we'll get it all done in one video, but the first part is taking the current structure that we have here and changing out all the materials, at least a good portion of it. All the walls for sure, maybe some of the roof tiles as well, and using some of the new upgraded stuff that we got unlocked by playing the game. Bought a lot of stuff from the traders in Tortuga as well. Now, all this current stuff that we use for building is the starting stuff. So I had quite a while, and it's definitely time for a change. I mean, don't get me wrong, looks fantastic, man. Kind of matches the whole beach theme, but yeah, it's kind of getting old seeing the same base all the time. Another problem that we have is it's so compact in here with all the stuff. So much stuff as far as the workstations, our storage, which is currently outside, but there's not enough room in here to walk too much. So what we'll do is take our whole design that we have right here, exact same layouts, build it again, but flip it upside down on the other side of the base. Now, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to look. Should be enough room, and it'll kind of stretch out into the water some here. Did quite a bit of testing off camera, so went ahead and used a shovel, took forever, and built up the beach here. I think it's in line with that structure. Now, if you haven't seen our other build videos, what we use, our whole base is built out of this and this. It's kind of cool. I wanted to use the pre-builds and then modify them, because a lot of people in my videos all the time for building say it's hard for them to figure out how to build a base. So I wanted to build one with the pre-mades that anybody can do, and then just modify it to our liking, right? Turned out fairly well. Really like this base design. So we'll see how this works out, man. I'm really hoping, one, this is out far enough and wide enough, and then two, that it doesn't look too weird with this front part here, because I do want to have that on this side for the other workstations. Kind of have all those outside if possible. Now, with it being in the water, that's kind of one thing I wanted. And I want to do a dock, either coming off this side, straight out, or maybe at an angle. We'll kind of see how that works because of the depth of the water here. That should be enough for the frig. If not, we can always put the brig on this side. I want to have all three variants of the boats that we have out around base. One on the far side, one up front, and one over here. I'd like to have the brig, or not the brig, but the frig over here if possible. Again, if it is deep enough. So we'll see, man. That's something for a different point in time. So for the build, I think what we need to do is get rid of those and get rid of these. Just for clipping issues, right? Maybe this too for right now. If we build this on this side like I'm wanting to, all this roof has to come off. If for some reason we decide not to, I don't want to have to rebuild it all back again. So let's kind of just do that one for the moment. And then we'll start with this. So if you're following along, a lot of people do with my builds. One thing with this to watch out for, you can kind of see how there's different clip points. One there, and the one that we want is right there. The roof has to line up. If it doesn't, it throws everything off from the roof tiles. But your floors, your walls, nothing will line up properly. So, got to really watch out for that. When I was doing my testing, I kept having problems with the floors not lining up, and it turns out that's what it was. And all I did for testing was just putting these out to check the depth and stuff. There we go. Should make life a little bit easier. I think that's proper. Absolutely. And there we go. So I think that side of the base is 3 of these, and then 4 of these tiles. I think is how it was, right? It's been so long. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Was it 3? Oh, it was. Hold on. This does matter, because it'll throw off the whole base if not. 1, 2. Oh, it was only 3. I'll tell you what, we're going out. Well, that's 3 as well. Okay, look, dude. Numbers are hard sometimes, okay? I've been in the sun forever trying to do some planning. I'm getting my 3s and 4s mixed up. So that is what we want. How much room do we have left over here? Actually, just enough. So what we'll have over here is a couple more of the foundations. I want to have an open deck over there. Want to do fishing right here at a base. It'd be kind of nice, man. Shallow water, but it should work out for getting some fish, you know? Let's remove all these things. We don't need them. I'm not sure how the deck's going to work out here. What I'm thinking is, you know, if we have this side over here, which we probably will, flip it over to this, all this area, instead of being open, will have solid deck. At least for most of it. Like over here, it's kind of open for the sand and stuff, which looks super nice, especially with the bonfire. But I want to have this the same, but different at the same time, you know? Let's do this. Alright, so that's done there. Let's go to the inside, remove the one wall, and start removing that section and connecting it all. Now all this out here is our storage. Had to remove everything off the walls for the texture part. What we'll do is get this whole thing like boxed in, right? That way we got the shell, and then we'll start working on replacing all of the tiles with the new ones, and then finish the build in a different video, probably. Now, I'm not sure yet if we want to fully wall this off from that side of the base. I don't know exactly what to do about the workstations. Look, man, I don't want to change my whole build and how I like to do stuff because of the workers. Normally, this whole thing would be open, possibly with a doorway like this right here, and I don't want them coming over to sleep in our bed. If I got to put them away every single time we're done with them, totally fine. I don't want to change my build for the NPCs, you know what I mean? Alright, so that's good there. Turn the light on, be able to see. Remove all this stuff all the way down until it's one big open room. Then we'll fill in the wall gaps and the floors, and that'll be the shell for the new part of the base. At least the inside part. Again, we still got to figure out if we want to do these over here. Maybe, possibly. There we go. One big open room. So, let's start on this side. Get some floors. You see, we don't have too much for the floors, man. We got the planks, but the planks still look kind of janky, right? I would like some fine wood planks. Be kind of nice. So I think for the whole build, even with the remodel, we'll stick with the sticks. Plus, kind of mixing those with the stone looks, I mean, looks fantastic, man. We'll do the same thing like we did over here. Doorways will be stone. And I did some testing as well. So that is the mahogany wood there versus the logs here. Looks a lot better, I think. A little bit more finished. Kind of matches the wood a little bit on the sides, too. So we'll probably replace all of them with these. And then back here, once we figure out where our walkways are, do the exact same thing. And maybe this side here where the deck will go outside, have a doorway, and then have some stone as well. It's kind of the plan. So, walls. We need... Should we do these? Let's just do it like it is now. We're going to be replacing it anyways. Calm down, Junior. But let's kind of just get it set up for the moment. We need a full-size wall. That's the thing about their pre-builds, man. It's so easy to modify it. Super, super nice. Oh, that's right. That's a, hold on. It's a shallow wall. Now, for the garden outside, might expand that. Might kind of leave it like it is, too. I'm not exactly sure what to do with that yet. Perfect. Again, we'll leave this for the moment. We'll probably change it out like this. I like that doorway. It's kind of in the center. We'll do it right here. Went down too far. Just on the one. Is it not? It's all the way up. That's kind of weird. Just saying. There we go. I like it, man. Oh, up there. That's why. Too high there, too. What did I do with these walls? Two? One's up too high as well. Easy. Junior, look, buddy, we got a lot to get done today, okay? Please cooperate. Please and thank you. Look, man, sometimes in games, there's too many clip points. So let's remove this. We'll see how it kind of works out. This part might get extended to match it too. Possibly, maybe. So, pre-builts. I didn't test with these too much in between videos. So I'm not exactly sure if this will work. So we need this. And that's... I know it's got hotkeys, but I can't remember them. Do we want to match it up like this, wall for wall? I think so, right? And I don't know if that wall will actually stay there either. I'm worried about the... Yeah, the clip points right there. Don't be weird. Wait, go back. Nope. This way some. Junior. Help me out here, buddy. Help me out here. Maybe back into... Oh, there we go. There we go. Is that too high? That's up too high. Okay, there we go. We can lower it. Is that it? Holy crap, I was getting... I was getting dizzy trying to get that to snap in. So that'll work there. How does it look out here, though? Let's go back into build mode. Just... There we go. Do we leave it as the up, down? Or should it go up, straight across, and drop down? I'm kind of a fan of the up, down, to be honest with you. Let's kind of go with that and see how it works out. Get rid of all these. We'll get rid of that one here in a minute. We need to redo the roof part. And then I think what we need here is going to be roof tiles, 26. Do we have it going over one more for the overhang? We do. Stop it right there because we need to connect this to that. And then this needs an overhang as well. Now, one problem I kind of realized with doing some testing off camera is we can't use the other roof tiles, I don't think. Because here's the thing. We don't have the 26 or the 45. Where's it at? 26. 45. Unlocked. I was wanting to do either the reed or the straw. Straw looks super nice. Kind of matches with the other texture. But yeah, we don't have all the proper parts, man. It's like a corner piece. Same with this one. This is inverted from that. But we don't have any of the straw. And don't have the normal ones. Only the 26. So maybe what we'll do is kind of hold off until we get that unlocked. Now, the blueprints we don't have today are not in the trader. We got to get them from playing the game out in the world. And the other one we're missing, you'll kind of see as we start doing the build, is these are the walls we're going for. The clay and log looks very, very nice. But again, we don't have the triangles. We don't have the 45s or the 26. So what we might do is either use some of the plain wood or possibly some of these. Maybe some of these. I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet what to do. The clay, normal clay, does not look good with the clay and log. Total different texture on it, man. Not sure why, but the clay is off. It's kind of weird. But, yeah. So that's the thing. So let's get some scaffolding. And we gotta fix both of those. How did we do this? Oh, the skinny ones. Okay, so on the back side, we just did the normal ones going in. It's going to take me a minute to figure this out. Put this back. And this back. And then go back to the corner part, but what we need is the flat ones, I think. At least right there. And then that'll be a full tile here. Right? Stop falling, Junior. Stop falling, buddy. There we go. So that is connected. And then for up here, that's a full tile and a full tile. So really just full tiles will connect that in to there. Okay. Half one? Nope. Needs to be full, I think. Okay, so that's good there. And that's there. I know we had some gaps when we did this. So gap there, and that's a full one. I mean, it should be fine. We're not going to be up here seeing this anyways. As long as it's good down here, that's all that matters. There's an opening there. Ah, that's right. We blocked it off with this. Okay, not a big deal. Let's change that around right now before I forget. So what we need is some of 26. And 26. And then we have those roof tiles to block it all off. Which I think... Was it the wood ones? It's not. That goes along here. Right? Right. Kind of fills all this in. Now this might stay the same as well throughout the build. Might change it out to the new texture. There we go. That should be the same. Let's double check. Triple check our work. It cuts all the way through. You never see it, but kind of makes sense to make it all nice. Let's do this as well while we're doing our building. Be able to see properly. There we go. Alright, so that's done. How does it look, though? I mean, not too bad. Let's extend our floor out. And that'll be foundations just for support. Kind of leave that as it is for the moment. And I think that'll end right here. And what we'll do... It's not going to be supported there. I kind of wanted to make all this decking. Maybe start it right here for the deck. And then remove all this. Get rid of that for the moment. So we need to raise this up a little bit more just to match this. And then we'll figure out about our dock. Again, I kind of want to go add an angle if we can. Possibly, maybe. We got some triangle parts for buildings, so that might be an option. The change of flatten will come over here, so it's all the same. I don't want to come out too far because that is only for our outside deck. They need a bigger radius, man, for this. This will make life a little bit easier. I mean, don't get me wrong, being able to raise up the terrain is definitely a very, very nice thing for building. Okay, make sure it's all flat. Perfect. There we go, man. Now, do we want to connect all this or use... I mean, it doesn't matter, I don't think, in this game if you use foundations versus the ceiling tiles. Or floor tiles, whatever you want to call it. Not there. And being able to walk on while you're building is a very, very nice thing. There we go. Kind of works. Let's do this side while we're talking about it. So what we'll do... I don't know if it'd be like 1 or maybe 2 deep. It's off. Let's do it from the inside. It'll be easier to get it done properly. We might get to the textures today. The main thing is to get the structure set up. That way, whenever we start it, we can just do all the walls at once, some of the floors, things like that. We need to be inside. Let's go out just one for the foundations, and then for the second part, we'll do just the tiles. We'll set up some supports on the sides, make it look fully supported. It should work though, right? Should we go out one more? I don't want to have the roof in the way when we're fishing. Actually, fishing will be over that way, so... let's go one more. It might look kind of weird being not that far. That's too far. For me, that's too far. Let's do... I kind of want to use some of the timber ones, man. It's a different texture, though. It's kind of weird. That's too thick. Maybe some of the weathered wood. I think that'll be fine. One there, and then we kind of need one in the middle too. We can't... oh, there we go. Can't build when you're swimming. I mean, it makes sense, really. There we go, man. Now, for the fence on this, there's 2 different ones we can use. One is the regular rope ones. I'm wanting to use some of these. They look fantastic, man. Not sure how to look up there, though, is a thing. It looks good. I like how it's got the rope on there, and then the different twigs there. We need a door right here. Let's not put one in yet, but there will be a door going outside. I think for the garden, it'll definitely stay just on this side back here. Let's do this. Just for the moment. Let's do this so I know to actually move it. Perfect. Back to the fences. So 2 there. 2 there. Leave that open. kind of leave it like that. I like it, man. I like it. Plenty of room there to do fishing. So, that's done there. Let's sort out a wall real quick. So what we have is little ones. Okay. So walls. We'll need some of these. Actually, we don't need the small ones here. All we need to do is the 45s. Is it 45s we're using? It is. That's the wrong thing. It kind of works. Again, the texture will be different later on. But that'll work for our doorway. Now for this one, we got some of the sticks. Little light on the subject. We're going to use some of the mahogany, I think. Okay, that's a lot thicker than the beam. I need that one, though. It's the bottom. That might look kind of weird. Do we have the thick ones, though? We don't. All we have is these. We got some arches in here, too. That's kind of cool. For the doorway? I don't think it'll work out too well, though. These might. If we stick with the whole stick theme. Okay. We don't have all the proper arches for that. And these are only the normal ones. We don't have diagonal, though. Ah, dude, see? It's one thing I don't like about this game. I'm gonna do, but I don't, right? I like being able to find parts in the world and buy others. I do like it. It's kind of cool. However, what I think they should do is lock all of the, like, the weathered ones, right? Lock all those out to either buy them or find them in the world. Don't mix and match the flavors, right? Because now we got some of these, but not some of the diagonals. It's kind of weird, dude. Keep it all the same. Separate them, but keep the flavors all... When you find a flavor, you find everything for that flavor. Be a lot easier for building. So we can't really do this right now. What we could do... The weather looks cool. We got the weather as this as well. It's a large one. Too large. They don't have a short one, though. Right, so we can't really do that. It's a 26, though. That's probably why. Operator error. That's a weathered look. Let's go with that for right now. Again, you kind of see why once we start our texture redo, you know? Alright, frame that in. We need one more of the walls. Is that the proper way? It is. Alright, door going outside. That's kind of set. We need to remove this. Or do we? We want the door to be the same on this side, like it is over here. So I think what we did was we have a short one going up. Is that right? Why does it seem like we're one wall off? One half a wall off for this whole thing. Oh, because we are, technically. Because this, we push right up against this. So these are all going away anyways. So don't line it up with that. So that'll work there. We got to work on the ceiling part right there since this wall's not there. Let's sleep. Need to roll the day. I need daylight to be able to do some building. We need to figure out, too, about being able to see outside for the times of day. Because the new windows are going to be the stained glass. And you can't actually see... outside with them. So I think what we should have done, probably, for this, is space it out. Yeah, see, it's going to be off. It's only half a wall. But it's going to be kind of weird with it like that. So that's good there. We need one of the... Triangle needs to be right here. Need to bring the wall down some. And then we're doing the pillars as these. Last time we did this, we didn't have any of the diagonal ones. You kind of had to just had to deal with what we had. Oh, that's 3 wide. It's only 2 wide. Not a problem. We'll just move everything over 1 tile. So this can be a full one. And then this, we'll fill that in. Fix that. What is that? Need some regular floors. Oh, that should be the same. Half a tile. Half a tile. Okay, cool. And the next question is, do we want to keep this all walled off, I kind of like having some of the wall because you can build on the side, right, with your equipment. Maybe in the middle. This one right here. We'll cut a pathway going through. Have it two-sided, you know? Let's do this. Again, the walls will probably change. But I want to start off on a clean slate with everything the same. That way it's easier to change it all over. Is it 2? Oh, that goes out some. I think what we might do is kind of narrow this down some. Nope, we needed that one. Okay, do that. Right. Do not destroy the barrel. Holy crap, dude. I'm not sure what happens to your stuff. I don't want to find out. No, we're not doing signs with that. I'm just saying, dude. I don't want it to all go poof. So that'll work. We'll move that over here. And then move this one over. I've been busy. Lots of metals. The one thing I hate about the grind for metals is when you get to the swamp, you need 2 different things for this. Not only the ancient scraps, you also need this. I don't like that because now you're farming 2 different things for 1 item. I don't like that at all. Just my opinion. Not complaining, just stating my opinion. And then remove this. And remove that. Watch this not even be the same on both sides. I mean, it should be. Doesn't mean that it will be. This means that it should be. Be the same? Absolutely. So these are getting changed out as well, probably. I don't know. I kind of like the leaf one, man. We'll see. We'll see. I like the new fences that we have, though. These, oh, they look so nice, man. But I don't want to overdo it. I kind of like having that somewhat. What are you doing? Somewhat, not like separated off, but it's like blocked in, you know? Have stairs going down there. This will definitely all be walled off to about there. If we go diagonal, I'm hoping to use some of the triangle floor parts. I haven't really done testing with these, so I'm not exactly sure how it works. I mean, it should be a couple triangles, and then you can build out at an angle. Right? Right? Please? Let's do some stairs. Let's do these. It doesn't really match our theme. That's too much. What do we have over here, man? Oh, we got the stone, right? Let's use a stone. Stone looks nice. They're kind of shorter, too, so, I mean, it kind of works out. There we go. That way, whenever it's bath time, come down here, throw some water on you, and you are kind of set. I like it. It's not too bad. All right, so for this stuff, we're going to have the furnace over here. Is that the front? What is the front? I think that's the front right here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It kind of does. We'll do it like this. Let these on that back side. Throw your stuff in. Throw your stuff in. Get your stuff out. Just like Valheim. Just saying, dude. We took a lot of stuff from that game and put it in this one. It's not a bad thing. Let's move some of the storage. Just for the moment. That'll be this stuff. That stuff. We'll throw the stone in with that. Why? No reason. Got that stuff there, that stuff there. Can loop around to this side. Cool. So that kind of works. Now for the workbench. Let's take this. Now once we're done with everything, like fully done, we'll work on moving the workstations around to be in a proper location. Right now we just kind of need them out. And I need to remember to put down all of the upgrades as well. Oh, the walls are doubled up. Let's remove one of each, just for less build parts. Again, not sure how that kind of affects a game, but well, everything's doubled. Just remove some. That is one problem with doing pre-builds. Is he doubling up on stuff whenever you kind of connect them, you know? That's fine for now. It's not too bad. Alright, so for this, what we want to do... remove the floors. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Probably just to right there. Oh, you know what? To right here. Because that is our stairs coming up. Ah, that's kind of nice, dude. That'll work out fantastically. And then put these down. I know I keep saying it, but dude, having the ability to walk on these while you're building it, oh man, it's so nice, dude. Okay, while we're doing this, remove this side as well. This is where the drag and delete would come in handy. The way they could implement it, so it's, I mean, somewhat safe, is seeing how we got like 3 different textures here. If we're trying to highlight one to delete a whole row, only let it lock onto that one texture. Same with this. If we're wanting to hold and drag to delete this, it would allow you to select all these with holding and clicking, but not over to here. Just lock it into a certain texture. Be kind of nice. So we want the mahogany ones. Looks so much better, dude. So something too. One, I hate this bed. I don't like it at all. Gonna change it back to the single one. But with the rug that we had down, you can't actually sleep on this side. You have to go back to this side and sleep. The way I figured that out was I had somebody out doing some of the gunpowder. He came over to this side, took a nap off camera, didn't really care. I came to this side and couldn't get in the bed. So it's pretty much like a one-person bed anyways, right there. It's kind of frustrating, man. So the rugs actually block you from getting in your bed. I like that a lot. That's not too bad, dude. We should actually do it inside here, too. And have it loop around. Not really. It'll be a little bit too much. That kind of works, man. So, over here, what do we want to do for the door? Maybe the same thing. Use this as a door, and this one just totally get rid of. Block that off. Let's start getting rid of these as well. Because for the texture remodel, we're not going to have any of these. I do like them, separating the walls out and stuff. These will kind of leave. We'll change them into something else. You see, it's good for the windows. Sectioning those off. I don't want to do too much of this today. Okay, well, the window is gone. Easy. Just remove it. It's getting removed anyways. Doesn't really matter. It's fine, it's fine. There's none on the back side. Alright, so for the door here, it's a normal door. That's a window. And that's a window. What we might do is one more window right here too. Possibly. That might change. And it might change down here as well. So here's the thing, man, okay? With the storage, I accidentally found out I like it better like this. Because then, instead of trying to go up and down a whole wall, I can stand here and just click all the way around while I'm hitting Q. And it's super simple to drop our things off. So what we might do, instead of having a storage wall, I mean, don't get me wrong, look fantastic, man. But we might have it set up maybe just right here. If we can get enough of the containers. Possibly, I'm not too sure. I think these are the most narrow. Science? Not that. They are. So these are more narrow than those. So if we do that, we need 9, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we do that, it'll be 9 of the sacks. Now, it might look better being over here. Now, don't worry. Whenever we go to do this, we'll do a small wall as well. Something like this, so that it's in a horseshoe. And it'll look proper. I'm thinking kind of maybe right here in the middle. As soon as we come in, you have that there. All depends on how we do the workstations. I don't know if we want to set up beds over here for all of the people. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So that is our focus door. So this will be a way to go out. And then out here, let's do some of these. So that is offset. I know it's different. It doesn't matter. It's all getting changed around. Three? 3 should be fine, I think. Again, give me some pathways, man, to put down on the ground. Some pebbles. Looks super nice, dude. We're going to need some stairs. Maybe just 2? Let's do 3. Ah, we can't do 3. It's either 2 or 4 because they don't have the half railings. Do we really need them, though? We could do this to make it a little bit wider. We want floors. Do that. Do the stairs. We need one more set of stairs. That looks super awkward. Not gonna lie. Look, dude, you don't know until you know, and now we know that is a horrible, horrible idea. We'll just do 4 like that. Then it kind of works. Why does that look offset? I think it's fine. It's a full wall. That's a full wall. And it passes right through. Okay. We good? This side's going to stay all the way open. We could do stairs going down into the water as well if we wanted to. I don't think we will. That's something I haven't done testing with. I want to figure out. And it might be with these. I want a border on this. That's just not very wide is a thing, right? What we need is some of these wide ones down here. Only one that we have as large is the sticks or the timber. Timber. Definitely the timber. Okay, you can go under it. I was worried about that not working. And we need some more of the railings. Again, once we go to do the dock, whichever way we go, we'll just pick up some of these. But for right now, I want it to be kind of finished off looking. And I want to do these around the whole structure if possible. That looks horrible with these on this side. It's not too bad there. Just do it right there. Maybe on this side, what we do, change it up. Use some of these. That looks better. Kind of matches with this and with that. Again, that's probably going to change though anyways. Let's not do these at the moment. Until we figure out what we want to use for the side parts. So I think for the most part, we're kind of done with the structure, right? Ah, no, we're not. We need some of the... Is it 45s? Or 26? 26 to extend out. And then... Why is that different? Is that a 45 coming down and then a 26? I think so. Oh, it is. That's why the whole thing looks kind of weird on that side, right? Oh, it's the same. Hold on. Something's going on here. Where's the roofs? It's a 45. That is definitely not a 45 up there. That is a 26. And 26. Why does that stick out so much further on the other side? Give me a minute. I need to see what's going on here. Alright, so it is the next day. I'm going to have to look at that off camera. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this. Why that's not connecting. It's like it's sticking out too far. I picked up some of these tiles, and they're set properly. They're not overlapping. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll fix it in between videos, and I'll let you know what I did. Let's finish the structure out here before we go for the day. So we're done here. That I'll work on. This we need to kind of top up a little bit. So let's do... maybe some of these? Because it is a doorway. We should really match that doorway though, right? Let's keep it the same for right now. Until we get all the parts to do a proper change, let's keep it somewhat... is it the large one? It's not. It's that one. Keep it the same. Go up here. Up here. Do we want to do it at an angle? We could use some of these things. That's a large one. Looks kind of weird. If we do this, it has to be done with these. Give it a second. Give it a second. There we go. Proper doorway. Looks a lot better. That side's kind of sticking out, but is what it is. Alright, so, nice pass through. All we got left is to figure out what to do right here. I think what we'll do is a doorway like this, but just a little bit bigger. So we'll do a wall here. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's not talk about it. Let's just do it. So walls, half ones. And then we just want to do it to there. We come into it's still fairly wide. Let's just do one. Leave a nice big opening. .45s? Dude, all of the lights around here are causing some problems with the FPS. Let's get rid of this guy. Just for the moment. There we go. Just one light takes down so much of the stutter. So that is centered. Nope. I think we need to go one full wall here. There we go. The one wall looks good because that's only one wall. But over here looks just kind of awkward. That'll give us more room for storing something too. And we'll do the same thing with the pillars. It kind of sucks we don't have all the proper parts. You'll see whenever we start doing the textures tomorrow, we're going to have problems with the corner parts too. With things not being the same. So it's kind of frustrating. Kind of frustrating for sure. And that kind of works. That, of course, will not be in the doorway. And then we need a proper door for this. I'm not sure what to do. Look, man, these things are made for giants. I'm not sure why they're so ginormous. They look kind of cool, but dude, it's like It's like a 12-foot door, man. Give me this, but a normal size. All these. Massive, dude. We could go with a proper wooden one. Which way do we want it to open? Which way does this one open? Yes, it does matter. Backpack. So it needs to be spun around. Nope, that's good that way. We'll do that for the door. I like the little bit of glass at the top. That's kind of nice. It's not too bad. One last look over before we go for the day. Those beams will get changed out with some wood ones. Nice dock out here. We'll work on the deck, probably separate video at the end of the build. It's not too important to have done right now. Plenty of room for all of the workstations too. Need to cap this off before I forget. Might change these out with some of the wood ones. Possibly. This might stay the same texture too when we change over all the stuff. All depends on how it looks. I want there to be a nice contrast between the base itself and then all the build parts. So it's kind of different. I think this will kind of work, man. I like it. I like it a lot, dude. Super excited for the next video. But dude, well, not too bad of a day, man. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to. But look, dude. We're adding on a whole nother base on top of our base. The structure is pretty much set for the most part. I got to work off camera on the ceiling for the outside parts. Not sure why that's kind of weird with the cross members of the beams. Something's off. I have to figure out what it is. Like I said, I'll tell you in the next video what I did to fix it. But next video, we'll go ahead, change over all the texture on the walls, maybe some of the roof parts, a lot of the pillars, and get everything set. And then after that, all we have to do, move stuff around, get it all set up properly, and then build our docks for all three of the boats. Once that's done, our base is kind of set. We can take on the boss for the swamp biome, and then wait for the ashlands to release. However, we are going to leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.